This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, September 11th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a trough over the northern tier of the country from the Rockies through the Great Lakes, moving into the north and east. See a disturbance coming around the backside of that trough over Montana, Wyoming. This will bring some showers and a little bit of snowfall across the higher elevations back in the Black Hills, especially northern and central Rockies. We'll have a northerly breeze today. Highs will be in the 60s across the state, maybe an upper 50-degree temperature in our far northern counties. And then that rain moves into the state here on Friday. It's going to be cloudy, dreary, fairly cold, kind of miserable. Highs in the lower and middle 50s. And then if that can get out of here Friday night, we could see lows Saturday morning dipping well into the 30s. Otherwise, we may see temperatures held up by some clouds, maybe around 40. Highs on Saturday and on Sunday will be mainly in the lower to middle 60s with plenty of sunshine around. Any precipitation this weekend will be off to our east and south, while the dry air continues over the Midwest and into the far west. But another disturbance comes in on Monday that it's going to reinforce the Canadian air here on Monday. This could bring some more showers, mainly in the morning into the early afternoon, and then that'll sweep away with high pressure moving in, so that's going to keep the temperatures here on Tuesday back in the 60s for highs. Lows still remaining in the 40s, maybe some upper 30s in our northeastern counties where the high pressure should be centered. And then as we head into the middle of the week, we start to warm up a little bit. The Gulf starts to open up, and we could see another disturbance move in with some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder, but it's going to be few and far between on that. Highs mainly in the 60s to maybe a few lower 70s. And you can see next Thursday, the storm track begins to lift toward the north once again. Still see a bit of a trough over the northwest and over the northeast. Bit of a ridge, fairly flat ridge over the central plains and into the southern plains, and that'll be bringing us southerly winds. The Gulf will be open, so we could see some scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm around. Highs a couple degrees either side of 70 at this point, it looks like. Going into the extended period on September the 22nd, we have pretty much a zonal flow across the country. A little bit of a disturbance over Montana and Wyoming, and that'll be coming in our direction. A little bit of shower activity around. Better chances would be to our south and then to our southwest as well, and along the Gulf Coast and just off the East Coast as well. And then at the end of the forecast, as you can see here, on September 26th, we have a system moving into central and northern California. A bit of a ridge, not a very pronounced one over the center part of the country, and this could bring the temperatures back up well into the 70s, maybe even a 80 or 2 across the state, but 80 degrees in the latter half of September is fairly warm. We'll have to wait and see. Any precipitation will be along the coast and along the west as well. Satellite image from last evening, we have the cold front going through the Ohio Valley into the middle Mississippi River Valley, showers and thunderstorms. There was some severe weather last evening, and that disturbance to our northwest with the low clouds will be coming in our direction here on Friday. Watch warning map from last evening, we had some flash flood watches across Indiana, Ohio, northern Kentucky, few aerial flood advisories across northern Missouri, frost advisory to our north, and winter weather over the north and west. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall amounts generally between about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, maybe a little bit more. Heaviest will be across the south, where they could see 1 to 3+ inches of precipitation down there.